I guess I'll leave then. This happened sometime in 2014. But I only recently realized it might count as malicious noncompliance. Y'all be the judge. When I was in grad school, I got a job at an in-department office that ordered and maintained testing supplies. I started off at the bottom of the ladder, but was willing to learn more. By my second year in the program, I was placed as the manager, and given a 75-cent raise. Woo! The work wasn't too difficult. I was responsible for taking requests from professors, getting price quotes from the companies, getting the price quotes approved, and placing orders. There were some other duties, but that was the most difficult stuff I ever really dealt with. Occasionally I'd have to deal with our ordering department when they fucked up an order. I reorganized the office in a more efficient manner and created multiple new systems for dealing with issues. I practically ran that place for several years, and it ran well most of the time. During that time we hired a bunch of new employees. They just wanted an easy job. But my boss wouldn't take my recommendations on who to hire. In my fourth year in the program, I was asked to order some test kits by one of the program heads. The test kits were related, and I found out that they could be ordered as a combo kit that would save us space, but cost a little more. We were low on space, and so I figured it would be worth it. I got the price quote and got it approved by the program head and then the department head. I placed the order. When the kits arrived, the program head was thrilled with the combined kits and thought they were fantastic. Several weeks later, my boss informed me that I shouldn't have ordered the combined kits, that they'd emptied the program's budget, and that the program head would never have approved them if she'd known. Luckily for me, I had the emails of me sending her the price quote with both price per unit and total cost and her approving them. My boss was rather stunned that the program head lied, but insisted that I take the fall for it. She told me that I could either take a demotion or quit. I'm pretty sure she thought I'd take the demotion, but I quit instead. Joke was on her. None of the other employees were willing to do much, and all had refused to be trained on ordering. The joke around the program was that the office I had managed burned down after I left. It was in complete chaos for months as my boss, who had a lot of other responsibilities, had to figure out how to do the ordering and many other things that I did single-handedly. Betting that the program head was already overspending somewhere else and was looking for someone to cut costs on, and you were the easiest target without knowing, caring about the consequences. I had that happen once. They fired me for reasons. I was being paid a PM's salary that were valid, but strange. I helped write the rules. They could have given me a warning for it, but were within their right to fire me for it. A few weeks later they ask if I want my job back. Probably cause they realize I was constantly working time and a half. And I didn't even let them propose a lower salary than what I was making before. If what I had done was bad enough to fire me, I sure as heck wasn't worth rehiring. They were doing poorly, and they had attempted to use this as a way to cut costs by replacing me with someone cheaper, and it had failed. I wouldn't put it past them to have planned for the rehire at a lower rate later. Luckily for me, I had the emails of me sending her the price quote with both price per unit and total cost and her approving them. My boss was rather stunned that the program head lied, but insisted that I take the fall for it. She told me that I could either take a demotion or quit. Neither. You'll have to fire me. I don't know how there are so many examples of this, where a manager doesn't like something one of their best employees does and sabotages their own labor force just to power trip. Fucking stupid. Yeah, it's stupid as fuck that they want to have a fall guy, instead of saying, no, You actually ordered this. Here's the paper trail. Instead, the manager stuck their foot in their mouth and then shot themselves in the foot. As a supervisor, I'll take the hit for my own poor choices. And on behalf of my team, don't take the hit for your supervisor's choices. Short moral: never offer an option you are not prepared to live with. Couldn't a demotion like that be considered a constructive dismissal and therefore enable you to receive severance pay and/or other compensatory measures? I don't know much about employment law, but I would think that in my jurisdiction, Ontario, this would be the case. By demote, they mean take a pay decrease but continue doing everything you were already doing. When given the option to A, be demoted, or B, quit, take option C. Nope. You're going to have to fire me. You get unemployment. That they have to pay for. If you get fired, fuck them. My boss was rather stunned that the program had lied, but insisted that I take the fall for it. That is the cue. Run as fast as you can. Nothing good can come after that. The joke around the program was that the office I had managed burned down after I left. Did you at least save your stapler? If only manglers realized how much it costs to replace anyone at any level, even paying the same salary, they'd be a lot more hesitant. She told me that I could either take a demotion or quit. Also acceptable answer: no. Guess I need to save the little cartoon, just so no one can hurt my feeling. Wow. That is so awful. Good for you to not be the fall guy. Did the guilty head cackle as her minions burned? Academia can have such interesting combinations of brilliance and idiocy. You should have told your boss that you would be contacting HR and an attorney. Then we will see who takes the fall for this. Punishment over a minor issue? No warning? So more going on here. Karma at its best. My old supervisor and foreman railroaded me out without cause of a public utility, but they did not know I could blow the whistle on them for kickbacks and bribery. Turds float to the top of the bowl as a rule. My foreman, neighbor who earlier tried to get me fired for pulling a gun on him, telling him he needs to go call somebody if he has a problem with me after work when he was drunk, falsely accusing me it was his firewood I was unloading one evening in camp. God bless the second. Was forced to retire the next month, and the supervisor was moved into the main office to watch and be retired the next failure. The ATF and FBI, local sheriff and town police did not collect the $100,000 reward for the crime they tried to frame me for. Airtight alibi. Pikachu look.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.